There we go. Testing. This is a test. Perfect. I think that's good. Lower this. Test. Recording is up. I'm ready, I believe. Let me clear this chat window. He says hi, video. There we go. What up again? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, wherever you are in the world. As promised, my fellow Roykins and Flyff community, we are here with Jingbon of the Legion Guild. Doing good, sort of, he says here. With an interview, because I wanted to, of course, reach out to other guilds and talk to them about their experiences with the guild Siege. Legion being the contender for the boss guild. This was the guild that was trying to beat the boss. Supreme and Boss Guild were a together kind of sister guild. We're here with Jingbon. Legion was the underdog of this competition, fighting their hardest to uproot the boss guild. Here we are. I'm so very happy. Jingbon says doing good, sorta. Well, doing good, sort of, is better than bad. Oh, I messed up my face. Do a little happy face there. Jingbon's doing great. I like his little set here. Jingbon has a cool set. He says, "Yeah." Let's start off. Let's start off with the basics. I always start off with those basic questions. Rather, I should say basic questions. Yeah, let's start off with the basic questions before we talk about the Siege Lord event here. And there it is. We always love to hear about you. Can you tell us what country do you play from? That's our first question. I think usually our first question. It's been a while. Been a long time since we've done an interview. The last one we did was with Semper Fortis and the Boss Guild as Siege Lord was rounding out in its final week. It was just getting to the end there. Jingbon says, I'm from Cebu, Philippines. He's from the Philippines as well. This is fantastic. Flyff is this is genuinely a global community. It's genuinely a global game. What else do we ask? Oh god, team. I'm so sorry. I'm blanking out on my things. And, I think it's his class. In this competition... Oh, no. That's right. Hang on. And how long have you been playing Flyff? 15 years since it came out on WebZen's old servers. Or, GPotato's old servers. That's right. Ooh! Good morning. This is fantastic. I'd love to sing a song. Jingbon is here with us. I am singing a song. Why do I sing along to this music? It's so good. That's why it's good. I know the beat. Jingbon with Legion. I'm singing during your interview. It's so much fun. I don't know why. My singing voice is bad, but I know the beat to this song, so it allows me to make up the words as I go. It is so much fun to be singing a song for you. I love to play Flyff, and I know that you like to do it too. Why am I doing this for you? I do not know, Jingbon, I'm sorry, but you make me sing. I'm done. I love you, Jingbon. 2018, he says. Around October. I don't quite remember. I do love singing songs. So about when PlayPark released their servers here. And he's played the older versions too. Like in 2005. I'm a 2006er myself. He says he started back in 2005 as well. He's played the other versions, or older versions rather. Back in 2005. I also started in 2006. Fantastic MMO. Lasted so long here. In this Siege Lord competition, you played a crack shooter. Oh, then he says, then he got busy from his studies, so he stopped. So he didn't have time to play from his schooling studies, which is important. Jingbon demonstrating the importance of education. He put down the video games and he got educated. Love it. In this competition, he played a crack shooter. He says, yes. Why did you choose a crack shooter? Always like to hear about why people pick the classes that they do. I'm about to sing another song again. I'm so sorry. That's how excited I am to be able to do these interviews, to be able to talk to you guys, just to have a place, a role here. I love doing these so much. I could talk to people all day long. We genuinely could. Now, from my personal knowledge, those of you out there that are watching the crack shooter, what's great about that class is it really has a good ease of play for new players. There's not a lot to master there. It's very easy to be able to build it as a tank. It's versatile. You can go 1 versus 1 build if you're feeling lazy. You can build a tank to allow yourself to do AoE. And you can also play it as a hit and run. I put that up in my Acrobat guide here. Jingbon says he chose a crack shooter because I'm really fond of archers. In any game that I play, if it has an archer in it, it's automatic that I would choose that job. I know that feeling. That's me in knights. Any game with a knight class tanky character, I'm like, yeah, that's me. I'll pick that one. I always avoid mages. I'm a fan as well. I do also play a ranger, though. Attacking from a distance has always been my thing in online games. It's fun! Let me ask him this. Do you often pretend that you're a sniper and you pick people off from a distance? I've definitely done that. In World of Warcraft. In World of Warcraft, those of you that play hunters, you guys know what I'm talking about. Or in any other game where there's a ranger class that can fire from extreme distances, especially when they can use guns. Oh, that's fun. That is good stuff. He says, yeah, sometimes I do silly sound effects while I shoot the arrows. Do you get to say, pew, pew, pew? Like, yeah, he says, pew, pew, pew. Oh my god. Yes, yes. Pew, pew, pew noises while we're shooting the arrows. Let's ask him this, too. What about when a game allows you to use a gun slash rifle? Do you prefer bows, crossbows, or guns? I am a gun guy myself. More often than not, thanks to World of Warcraft. If I had to pick, I like to choose the gun. Get myself a nice Wolf Slayer's, what the heck is that gun called? There's like a Wolf Slayer rifle in the Karazhan raid of the Burning Crusade. It was like one of the very first rifles you could get. I love that thing. Oh, he always prefers bows. Oh, wow, wow, wow. I'm a gun guy. It must be an American thing. He's a bow guy. Oh, let's ask this. You know what else, too? Jingbon is currently... He has the legendary golden bow here. We can see that's what he has equipped. This is the legendary golden bow. What is your favorite bow to use for transmutation in Flyff? He says, I just love seeing archery per se. It's true. Archery is really, really fun. I like double arrows. It doesn't really make sense to do, like, double shots. I think it's weird when guns can shoot two things at one time if they don't have two barrels, but video games aren't for realism. They're not for realistic things. Let's see what his favorite bow is, because I know what my opinion would be. I am a fan of the golden bow, but I think I prefer the bloody bow. I prefer the bloody bow to the golden bow. For now, he's loving the golden bow transmutation. He got it from Guild Brawl last year. Ooh. Answer this for me, and I'm sure others don't know it. What's Guild Brawl? I'm sure some of you out there are also asking, because I also don't know. I wanna know. Explain to me, what is the Guild Brawl? Hi, Sir Garrus Cat. Oh, you're cute. I'm pretty sure Guild Brawl is going to be one of those events that they do, like the bounty sieges. Bounty sieges are cool too, though. Bounty siege, again, I guess for those of you listening that don't know, Bounty siege is where PlayPark will offer real prizes outside of the game. They do offer in-game prizes as well, but they'll offer up prizes such as gaming peripherals, gaming chairs, other various gaming devices, and then, of course, they'll give you some PlayPark load to help build up your character more, or for you to spend on other things. Bounty sieges are really cool. They happen, like, once a month, once every 2 months or so, something like that. He says, Guild Brawl, it was an event last year in the PlayPark Flyff, where we play. Guilds battle, and the main objective was to kill the guild leader. Oh, so it's a little different from a Bounty Siege. Little different from a Bounty Siege. That sounds awesome. Basically, it's just a guild war. But that sounds awesome still. Anytime there's cool things to do, that's the good stuff. That's the good stuff. Really does. Ooh, stretch. Yeah. There. It'll feel good. But with prizes. Yes! Like bounty sieges. Oh, I said seizures. Bounty sieges. Hey, says, yeah, yeah. Awesome. Awesome. I think awesome is the key word here for this interview today. What are some advantages of your class in Guild Siege? Let's hear what Jingbon has to say about his class. What are things you like about it? Let's hear what he has to say about that. Answers vary, surprisingly. I thought when I first started asking these questions in interviews that pretty much every crack shooter would be like, well, you know, I get to shoot people with a bow from a distance, and they don't get to come shoot me. Which I thought was pretty much going to be the answer. But you're surprised. You learn so much the more we talk to the players and the more we talk to each other and experience each other's experiences. It sounds so funny to say that. But genuinely, that's what it is. It's really good. Really good. I think it's really important also to be having these conversations so that other people understand what it's like to jump into becoming a guild sieger. What is the commitment? All these things. How do I play, maybe? Maybe you haven't decided on that sweet class you want to play in Guild Siege. Who knows? Jingbon said... I almost sang the song again. What he likes about playing the crack shooter, some of the advantages are that he has high survivability. Dark Illusion is really good, especially whenever you need to get away from a hold or a sleep. Holds refer to Sneaker, Priest Grasp, Satanology, of course, anything that holds you in place. Dark Illusion is really good. We've seen you guys use it to escape a lot of bad situations. We've witnessed this firsthand when the Rangers are trying to get away from multiple attackers and they have time to get the Dark Illusion on. Very good play. It's insanely good. Insanely good. Which is very neat. Excuse me, pardon me. He says, yeah. Yes, he has. What are some disadvantages of your class in Guild Siege? What are things you dislike about it? That was a question as well. I don't know why I put a period. I speak English. I do. We do. I love hearing this too. Answer varies. Again, just like I said with the advantages of each class, answers vary. I don't think anybody's said survivability before. Maybe I think one other person said that they enjoy having Dark Illusion. I think. At some point. Have we interviewed... I don't think we've interviewed a Seraph. Maybe we did. We should interview a Seraph. I know that we've interviewed Force Masters. We didn't get a chance to speak with Peaches 02 or Miracle to talk to them about what it's like to play a Harlequin in PvP. Although I'm more curious to ask them about what's it like to level a Harlequin. That does not seem easy. Oh, cute kit. Sorry, Jingbon, my cat is being adorable. He's so adorable. I think earlier, Jingbon, we were talking about his fashion, and this is a basic chess piece. I know that a lot of you probably recognize this because that's the level 15 acrobat for females. That's it. That's all that chest is. Not bad fashion either, though. I actually do like this chess piece compared to a lot of other pieces. Jingbon says that what he dislikes about his class is that crack shooters tend to stand a few seconds and attack their target. This leads us to be exposed to enemy players. Whenever they're sitting there just auto-attacking. Pew, 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 as we said earlier. That means they're in the open. And they're ready to go. What class counters you the most? Or rather, we should say, like, what class kills you the easiest? It's probably going to be Force Master if I had to guess. Has the easiest time killing them. I don't think I've ever asked anybody these questions either. Oh god, this is 9:45. We're running out of time. He's got to go to Guild Siege soon. Oh, he's not Guildmaster today? Okay, Hardshot's Guildmaster today. Alright. I was worried. I know that Jingbon had to get to the Guild Siege today. We planned our interview early. But he's not. He doesn't have to worry about the lineup. I'm sorry. I'm rambling. I'm rambling. He doesn't have to worry about the lineup. Guildmasters have to worry about the lineup. So they're the ones that actually have to put together the sheet before the Guild Siege starts, but over there we can see Hardshot is here, so he's going to put it together and get himself situated. Everybody running around with these cool newbie packages. Good set to have. Okay, like we guessed, the class that kills them the easiest is, of course, the Bill Poster Force Master. For sure. I'm sorry for the delayed reply. I just fill the time by rambling. It's true. I do. You guys know I can talk for hours. Really could. What else do we have to ask for Jingbon? I think we're almost done today too. Let's see here. Let's talk about Siege Lord. The Rhsis Siege Lord event that just happened. Let's talk about this as well. Did you guys enjoy the event? I know that you didn't win, but we were rooting for you. We root for everybody, but we were rooting for the underdogs. Sorry, Boss Guild. Sorry, boss. We were. I was like, yeah, let's go for the underdogs. Come on. Everybody likes an underdog story. Don't hate me. We won nothing, but we tried. They did. They fought hard for our amusement. We appreciate your efforts, because without you, I wouldn't have anything to shoutcast. It's true. We wouldn't have anything to watch. Can't have a game without opponents, right? That's why we'd be thankful. Be thankful that people come to play. Always be gracious to your opponents. Everybody's trying to win, but, you know, without other people to play, we can't have events. We can't have competition. We can't have fun. Let's see. What were some of... Oh, here we go. Actually, he might be answering one of the questions I had already. He said the effort was there. Some of us had spent a ton to upgrade gears. Other guilds were just too much to handle. Other guilds were too much to handle. It's a lot to be pushing back against 2-3 guilds. Did you guys also have sister guilds to assist you? I think we saw Invictus was the guild name. Invictus was helping out. who were your alliances? Sorry, that was disgusting. I put a little... I inhaled there. So what we mean by that, guys, is that the boss guild never comes in without backup. Right? Even though a guild roster only has 10, you still can have multiple guilds working together. Absolutely not against the rules, and it has it has this level of synergy that, because you can kill your allied guild members, that you have to be focused on watching who you kill, because that can be considered intentionally feeding. We've had issues with that on Medianiker server. I thought Rhsis Siege Lord was very clean. It was extremely clean for a lot of it. Probably one of the best sieges we've had. They know what they're doing. Some members were not able to play due to work scheduling errors as well. Some people would still be at work. And here it is. So it was Legion, Invictus, and the Unstoppables was the members that they had put together. Moving forward, well, actually, let's ask this. What do you think was the most difficult part of the siege for you guys? Could be any number of answers here. For me, from what I saw, Jingbon, I know you'll be watching this too. Just for me, from what I saw, synergizing you guys. I think I interviewed Hardshot the one day that you guys had almost swung the tide of the battle back to your favor and had won that, almost won that day. But synergizing is what he said. He said making sure we're following our call-outs or calling out better plays and better target acquisition. That, for me, from what I saw, was one of the primary issues. Just not being able to protect other members readily, or to be able to trade kills 1 versus 1. That's just my input. That's what I had seen. But of course, there could be any other factors that make Siege difficult for teams. This is a difficult question, but this is why I like asking difficult questions too, guys. I don't mean to put Jingbon on the spot. He wasn't given any. These are not pre-recorded questions. I did not provide a list of questions. All of these interviews are, except for those first 6 questions that I pretty much ask all the same time. These ones are completely off the rails. He said probably communication. And that's actually what we heard. I believe Hardshot had said the same thing earlier as well. Making callouts. That's what I... Yeah. Yeah. You're adorable, cat. Now, on the flip side, too, here, we're gonna ask how what was a good thing that they had done, too. We've seen how the other guilds play, and it's just amazing how I see them do it. Like, when somebody is getting slept... Yeah, the tag teaming. Having good hold control. He says, I wouldn't take 10 seconds for the backup to arrive. This is really important. This is really important. we did see this happen a lot, where you would see Queen Latifah coming out and applying sleep to a lot of targets. And Anch did this really well for Invictus. Anch the Seraph did this really well as well, where often we would see him using Priest's Grasp, casting Priest's Grasp and continuing to hold on to targets, but it would take a really long time for Legion to get there to get the kill, whereas for the boss guild, when Queen Latifah would start applying sleep to targets, it didn't take too long for one of the Force Masters, Princess Kush or Black, I'm sorry, I'm blanking on other Force Masters, Shayira, to come in and be able to pick that kill up. I mean, we could do that, but the communication and the ability to react is just on another level. They are a FPC winner as well, a veteran guild. Have you guys competed in a Siege Lord before, or was this your first? And that's a huge factor when you guys are practicing with the same people over and over again. When you have those same members that you are building the ability to play with, understanding each other on a different level is huge. I used to play League of Legends with my younger brother a lot, and when we would play together in the bottom lane, you eventually get to the point that sometimes your communication doesn't even need to be said. It's that you understand what the other person is attempting to do without them saying it, just from the way that they're playing, right? Him making a stutter step to the left or a stutter step to the right, or putting himself in a position where you understand that this position is what you want done is huge. That's something that only happens when you're playing with the same people constantly over and over again. You see this a lot of the times in sports when people are making plays. Like, let's talk about basketball. You know, when you're coming in and one of your members comes over and forces a pick and they stand in a position, you're reading your friends, right? You're reading your other fellow players. You know that they're coming in to make that pick without them even having to say, hey, I'm coming to pick up this pick. And then you start to go towards the direction in the other direction there as well. He said most of them played on Medianiker server, so they weren't there last year for the FPC. He had played Jongbin as well as iCrit there on that server. So they have some experience. Not nearly as much as the boss guild, but they do have some experience. You say nice. Nice there. I miss Medio server. I really do. Let's end our interview on a high note. Or I'll say positive. On a positive note too, though. I wanted to ask, what are some good things you guys did well? How are you going to prepare for future sieges? And that's what we want to know. How are we going to grow? What's Legion going to do next? Important to think about the future, too. Look at that, 2 people running across. Speaking of the future, there's the future. 2 people running across the back. Because Legion did do things that were well. I just want to hear what he has to say about it. I think that one of the things, from my personal perspective, again, Legion, Jingbon, I know you're listening. I think one of the things you guys did really well was you guys came out to play. You had spirit and heart to play. There was other guilds that we've seen that when the tide of the battle is just so pressed against them that they just pretty much gave up and rolled over. And I think that while you guys may have done that during the siege, right? In the siege itself, we would oftentimes see maybe you concede, maybe there would be like the last person alive, and they would just let themselves get killed. Not an issue. Other guilds do that too. That's something I think that is a courtesy to your opponents. But you guys came back every day, even during the time where it was impossible for you guys to climb back into first place. You guys still came back to the competition and played, you know, and just kept playing. Jingbon says, We know that other guilds are capable. We'll have to plan whatever with hopes of outplaying them. He corrected himself. He said what they are capable of, and hopefully we'll have to outplay them. Have better communication. Man, my brain is lagging. I thought I typed the words right and ended up missing some. English is your second language, though? I believe it would be. I know that it's one of the 2 primary languages in the Philippines nowadays. It's one of the official 2 languages there. But yeah, English is his second language. Hey, I can't think in Tag or Filipino, so you've got me beat. Oh, man. They got me beat. Hey, you guys are bilingual. Never apologize. Never apologize. I hate hearing that. That's for another time, though. That's a rant for another time. Jingbon, thank you so much. You have a guild siege today. Yep. We're going to let you go. Thank you so much for joining me today. We look forward to seeing Legion in future events. Best of luck to you and your guild. Absolutely a delight to speak with these guys. Very much so. I've only ever had issues with, like, one guild. I'm not afraid to say that. I have personal opinions about certain guilds from meeting that server. God, I'll let that go, though. I will let that go eventually in my lifetime. You're so welcome. I know how to say you're welcome. Walang anuman. Right? I think I got it. Salamat means thank you. And walang anuman. Yes, okay. Woo! Remembering things. Good luck today. Jingbon gonna be guild sieging. I also have a stream to be bringing up. Ladies and gentlemen, Jingbon of the Legion Guild, and speaking on behalf of the Legion Guild, frequently the guild leader. There we have it for today in our interview. And I look forward to doing more of these as future events become available here on PlayPark Flyff. Thank you so much for joining us today. Have a great rest of your days, guys. He says, thanks, GeeKay. I appreciate it. Bye-bye.